A range of techniques were considered during the development of this project. The 4 key techniques we identified were the 6 thinking hats, the court techniques, mind maps and active learning. Those techniques we found particularly useful for students, and we found that students responded very strongly to them because they allow a range of students to think in a range of ways about a range of problems.
We've seen that these methods are extremely useful for not just stimulating discussion in the classroom, which is necessary for learning, but also for getting students to think in a different way about problems. So much of the way we used to teach before and the way students used to learn before was about learning facts and not really performing any analysis on those facts, or not having disagreements with each other or with the lecturer about a particular position on, say, a technology or a method or an algorithm or any of the things that we were learning.
The approach using the 6 thinking hats is different phases at different times during the lecture to allow students to interact and consider and be active in their learning. Every student has time to consider the problem from different perspectives or the topic of the lecture.
Active learning is a procedure whereby when the teacher is in the classroom with the students, he tries to engage, or he or she tries to engage the students in the material itself as opposed to just delivering it. So the practice behind it is that the students are no longer passive vessels, is the terminology that's used. So the teacher takes a side role and tries to guide the students through the learning process.
It's a new approach. It's a novel approach that they would have never seen before. It's ignited their imaginations in a way that they probably didn't encounter when they were in secondary school, especially those who are coming here from the sort of Leaving Cert type environment. So in that regard, I've seen huge interest and enthusiasm with my own class particularly, because it just sparks a more grown-up way of thinking to education and learning rather than just kind of memorization, which is the previous way.